Inventions sometimes generate new products that might be the seed of a new industry. This industry is then further shaped by other inventions, further developing the initial technology. In this process, some inventions will exert more influence than others because they are extensively built upon, while others hardly get any following. We explored which inventions spur more subsequent inventions. Inventions created by startups or inventions created by established firms. Startups are firms founded within the boundaries of the focal industry. Established firms are firms that already existed prior to the emergence of the new industry and decided to also operate in the new focal industry. To compare the extent to which inventions of startups and established firms spur subsequent inventions, we compared the citations received by their patents. We compare patent citations because firms creating an invention building upon a prior invention are obliged to cite that invention, like a reference in a paper. Therefore, the number of citations a patent receives reflects the frequency with which this patent inspired subsequent inventions. Our analysis reveals that, in a given year, startup patents receive, on average, 6% more citations than a technologically very similar patent from an established firm. Hence, a structural difference in the type of technologies that startups and established firms create is not an explanation for the difference we find. The question is then, of course, why do startup inventions receive more citations? To answer this question, we explored several factors that could explain the outsized influence of startup inventions. First, we find that endorsements by universities have a stronger positive effect on citations received by patents of startups. That endorsements by universities are more beneficial for startups might be because of the credibility and visibility these endorsements generate. It is mainly startups that need to enhance both credibility and visibility. Second, we probe the idea that startups are expected to be less able to appropriate the full potential of their inventions, leaving room for other firms to exploit the unused potential. Established firms have plenty of resources, allowing them to exploit the potential of the inventions they consider worthy. If they don't exploit certain inventions, it is assumed that there is no value in doing so. Hence, it is likely that startups' history of limited exploitation of their inventions influences the propensity of other firms building upon their work. Our results confirm that startups with low cumulative inventions receive more citations by other firms. This effect is not present for established firms. Third, we examined the effect of patent litigation. While litigation is expected to deter others from building upon the plaintiff's patents. For startups, this might not be the case because its extensive costs make extensive litigation often unfeasible for startups. Hence, in contrast to established firms, startups' threat of litigation will be perceived as less credible. Moreover, patent litigation might draw attention to the startup's inventions. This enhanced visibility benefits startups, an effect we do not expect to impact established firms. We indeed find that for startups, litigation enhances their citations received. This positive effect is not present for established firms. In sum, our study shows that startups' inventions receive more citations than similar inventions created by established firms. This effect is stronger for startups with more university endorsements and less cumulative inventions, and for more litigious startups. Our findings reveal a trade-off for startups in nascent industries. On the one hand, more citations imply that their inventions are more likely to become the industry standard. In addition, the joint effort of firms should enable a faster development of the technologies created by the startup, allowing for accelerated learning for the startup. On the other hand, the increased number of citations by other firms signals that the startup is not able to capture the value embedded in its inventions. Hence, this trade-off should be carefully considered by startups when seeking the endorsement of universities, engaging in litigation, or deciding on how to exploit their inventions. This research is a first step in understanding the different influences startups and established firms exert in the evolution of a nascent industry. There is more work to be done to fully understand the mechanisms explaining these differences, as well as the consequences for startups, established firms, and the industry. Stay tuned for more.